Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your girl, that was Dani. If you're here, say hi, let me know that you can hear me. I'm gonna get into a little new moon trouble. New moon in Leo tonight. So we'll talk about what you can do to harness this energy, and kind of like the Leo energy that comes with it. We have a ritual we're going to do that anybody that was on my YouTube the other day, my YouTube live the other day, I found that ritual I said I would save to do tonight. I think it's perfect for tonight. I want to say it was in this book. Let's hope I'm right. I don't know, but say hey. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you can hear me. Is it this one? Yeah. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Gonna do some new moon magic. I feel like it was that one. I know my mom will remember if she jumps on, because she saw me talking about it on my YouTube live. Yeah, no, it's this one. Okay. So if you want to do the ritual along with me, what you will need is a piece of paper, you will need a pen, and you will need a bowl of water in front of you. And if you have a crystal like an Apache Tears would be ideal. It's like the rough looking black crystal, super protective crystal. If not, obsidian would work, onyx would work, black kyanite would work. And if you don't have one at all, it's okay. You can also always substitute just clear quartz for anything. Okay, it's kind of like a white candle in magic. Clear quartz can be anything, like just plain old clear quartz. This is actually a lithium one. This is one of the ones that starts fires if you rub two of them together. Maybe I shouldn't tell you all that. What's up, Scoob? I miss you a bunch. So I had an event today with Crystal Cyborg, and she picked out some crystals also that I'm going to show you guys. Well, I'm going to show you a picture of them. Although I think I have all of these in the house, but by the time I go running around trying to find them, y'all be like, I'm out of here. Because, you know, they're in every goddamn room of the house and they're dripping from the ceilings. So, but she picked some out that you can use during a new moon, crystals that will kind of like enhance the energy or that you can work with too. So we'll also have some of those guys. I should grab them, but I was like late getting on because I had an event. So I was like, I don't want to keep y'all waiting any longer. Goddamn new moon won't be here anymore by the time I get it together. But anyway, hi, welcome to the new moon live. So new moon in Leo. It's officially Leo season. That's why it's a Leo new moon. The full moon follows a certain calendar. The new moons just follow the season that they're in. So Leo is very fiery energy, right? Fire sign. It's a fixed fire sign. That's why Leos are very loyal. But they're also super passionate and they're very creative. So that's the energy that you kind of want to draw in right now. It's about like manifestation, because the new moon is always when we draw in an intention setting. But it's about manifesting from that Leo fiery energy and following your passion and creating from your passion. And I was just talking about this the other day to a friend, like no one ever really creates like beautiful art or music or poetry or whatever from like a place of like pure joy and happiness, right? Hi. I was just talking about you. People usually create from a space of pain, right? And that's okay. It's human nature. We're sort of bred that way because it's a way of transmuting energy, right? Essentially, that's what you're doing, right? You're alchemizing when you're taking something super painful that you're healing through or processing through, and you create something beautiful from that space. That's when you feel inspired or whatever, right? You've now alchemized that, right? You've turned that pain into fuel, right? You've transmuted it into something beautiful. And then in the process, you're also kind of releasing it, right? So there's a bit of that energy in this Leo new moon, because yes, they're creative, and yes, they're very passionate, but the time we're in right now, astrologically as a whole, is rough. I'm sure nobody needs me to tell them that. Like, does anybody think the world doesn't seem like a complete shit show right now? You know, I'm sure some people think it looks like the end of the world. In a way, it kind of is. It's the end of the world as we knew it. Did I just REM? I totally just REM'd. And aged myself, because half of y'all probably don't even have a clue who the hell REM is. But it's a new era, right? It's a new world that we're going into. It's okay. All right. We're cool. We're going to be cool. Those of you that are spiritually awakened anyway and follow what I tell you to do. That sounded a little Leo egoic. I didn't mean for it to, I swear. But you know what I mean. We're going to awaken, right? We're going to ascend to a higher level of consciousness. So it is going to be a brand new world. So in a way, yes, this is the end of the world as we know it. But we are going to be fine. And we're almost through like the heaviest part of the energy of 2025, which is just an unprecedented year. For now, we'll get a little bit of a break in August. I think July was definitely one of the months that I'd been getting downloads and visions about for a couple of years, July 2025. So it's gonna be, I don't know what you're laughing at, but like, brother, you feel me. It will be okay, I think, in August. The next big thing that I keep getting downloaded about is November, but we're just going to kind of deal with these months one at a time. Ever since I thought I did my full 2025 prediction video and all the shit happened in like the first 2 months of the year, and I was like, okay, this ain't it. We're just going to go month by month because this is a lot even for me. Okay. So we'll do August astrology soon too. There's not too much crazy going on. But the crazy is all right now. So come the 31st, we will have 5 planets in retrograde. Pluto's been retro in Aquarius. Neptune's been retro. We're in Mercury retrograde until August 11th, and then we'll have a bit of a shadow period after that. And Mercury retrograde is reared its ugly head on me. I don't know about y'all, but holy shit. My best friend keeps trying to call me. I don't get the calls. I don't know what's going on. Saturn is retrograde, and Uranus, and the Saturn really is my biggest concern. Saturn's like the adult of the planets, right? Saturn energy is about responsibility and like doing the responsible adulty thing, like paying your bills and shit. It's boring. It's very authoritarian, but it's important, right? Because we can't all just be Leo, fuck it, all the time, because the world would be in chaos like my life. I'm a Leo, even though I'm like hella Libra, but it's a different story. I'm still a Sun Leo. We need that, right? We need the balance in all things, right? Duality in all things. So it's important. But Saturn holds everything together. When all the other planets are, you know, in their bullshittery and like Mercury's retrograding and like ruining your life and all the things, you know, Saturn's like, now, kids, like we got to have some order here, right? So when Saturn retrogrades, it is like the opposite of that energy, but it's also, it pronounces that energy. It makes it much stronger. So this is a time of karma. Some of y'all might already be going through this yourselves, or you're seeing it in the world, like that viral Coldplay couple, whatever shit that happened. Like, that's karma, okay? Like, if you've earned good karma, awesome. This is a time where you'll probably have some real good justice coming to you. If you've been a shit, you're probably going to have to pay the price now, right? That's just between Uranus being in Gemini and Saturn being retrograde. This is where we're at, all right? So that's why this new moon, although it's in bright, sunny, ruled by the sun Leo, who loves to have fun, it's existing in this time where the bigger picture is a bit of a shitstorm. So creating from pain might be the vibe right now on this new moon, and with these intentions that we're setting, or following our authentic path. You know, manifesting the life that we want only comes by way of authenticity and creating what it is you came here to create. That could be like some new software that makes spreadsheets easier. Rad. I can't do that. That's a gift you can give me. It might be beautiful art or music, or, you know, an innovation in medicine, which we're going to see. We're going to see a lot of. Or innovation in technology, and I mean like stuff that we can't even almost wrap our heads around right now. Like kind of like watching the Jetsons in the 80s, okay? That's like the stuff that's going to come from this, we will have never seen coming, but it will advance us quite a bit rapidly, all right? So it's all about what you came here to create and what your piece of the puzzle, the collective puzzle is, and tapping into that energy. So that's what we're going to focus this reading on. That's what I would like you to have in mind when you're setting your intentions under this new moon. And then we have this ritual that I found by accident during a YouTube live a few days ago. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to save this for the new moon in Leo because it just is so perfect. Because although during a new moon we draw in and during the full moon we like let go, you kind of do have to do a little bit of a self-check, right? At the new moon to see, like, have I let go of everything that I need to release in order to free up space and make room for what I'm trying to draw in. So this ritual is kind of based on forgiveness, which y'all know, you've heard me say a million times, is probably the most important spiritual law and lesson that I will ever teach. So I think it'll be good. I think it'll be a little powerful. And it's just cool. It's a freaking cool ritual. So if you want to play along, you need a pen, you need a piece of paper, you need a little bowl of water. And if you have a crystal like Apache Tears, bring it. And if you don't, it's okay. And if you only have clear quartz, that will work, just like a white candle works for anything in magic. So this is a picture Crystal Cyborg and I took today at our event of crystals that will support you during a new moon. So this top guy, which I love, I think it looks like an everlasting gobstopper. And I have one in real life, but I think it's on my other table. That's a aragonite, or aragonite, depending on who you ask, right? It's like Uranus, whatever the fuck. Just roll with it. This is blue apatite. This is tree agate, black kyanite. This is a black agate, black banded agate. And that's a carnelian, and then obviously clear quartz. So those are all different crystals that can support you at this time. Clear quartz is universal. It helps with a lot of things, and it also amplifies the energy of all of the other crystals around it or that you're using with it. Carnelian is an awesome fire sign, fiery like manifestation crystal. I just happen to have one here because it's a power stone for Leo, but also because of its manifestation abilities. Okay. Tree agate, which is, this is a heart version, but it is like this, and it's magic. Like, it's got all this earthy roots, like tree branches and shit growing through it. It's like the visual of planting the seeds of the things that you want to like reap later on, right? Reap what you've sown. So tree agate's really great to work with for manifestation and that kind of visualization. Black kyanite or like obsidian, any of the black crystals. What is this guy? This is an obsidian. They're awesome to use during a new moon because the new moon is the dark moon, the black moon, right? It's essentially what we call no moon. Of course, it's not that there's no moon. The moon's there. There's just no light being shone on it. Whatever. It's been a long day. So it appears that there's no moon. It's blacked out. But it's not. Also an obsidian, but this is a gold sheen. That's why it's got the crazy gold spirals through it. Anything like that will kind of harness that magic. The blue apatite is a great manifestation stone. It's also a very calming stone too. So it's great to kind of meditate with, to put you in that energy of like focused intention, right? Before you go and you read your intentions under the moon. Hey girl, what's going on? Aragonite, same. It's just, it's a very powerful crystal for drawing in. And it's also got a real fiery energy to it. So it kind of amplifies that Leo energy. Okay. So what do y'all want to do first? You want to do reading or ritual? We usually do reading first, I think. Y'all tell me. Take a vote. Let me know. Again, this is Crystal Cyborg's amazing crystals. She wrapped this, y'all, and it looks like a freaking witch broom, like a besom. And I'm obsessed with it. It's fucking amazing. Amaze. Yeah, you've got, I think, the same one I've got, Patrick. Because I got a download that Aquarius needed aragonite. I don't know, a long time ago at this point. Yeah. Oh, this is a black one too. This is Sardonyx. You could use that guy too. This is a freaking dope Sardonyx, if I do say so myself. It looks like a freaking planet, and I love it. That's why it stays right there. So what do y'all want to do? You want to do reading first and then ritual? I feel like it kind of flows better that way. Let's do that. I'll make a Saturn executive decision for everybody. I'll be the grown-up today. That's frightening. That is frightening. Okay, I did make a spread just for the new moon in Leo that we're going to use. The questions are, what is the energy of this new moon? What is something I should be excited about? How can I express my creativity? How can I follow what my heart wants me to do? And how can I find joy in this present moment? Because Leo energy is like sunshiny vibes, right? Like I was saying, Leo wants to have fun. So how can we bring like a little bit of that lighthearted, playful fun into our lives on the daily, even if it's for 10 minutes, whatever, like just start somewhere, y'all, right? I'm laughing at my ass on these videos. I'm a wreck. I was outside melting like a hippopotamus in a swamp for hours today. So this is what we got. I also had an encounter with an SPIDER. And for anybody that knows me, you know that that's a really big deal. So I'm a little shook and disheveled. I legit left my chair at this event. I was like, fuck it, I'll buy another one. I'm not going near it. I'm not going anywhere near that. Nope, leave it. I don't know, y'all. Spirit picked me. I don't know what to say. I'm as shocked as you. I call upon the light. I call upon the divine. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Angels, guides, ancestors, and my higher self. Bring me the best and highest messages for this collective, for the new moon in Leo. What is the energy of this new moon? Scooby, today you're the guy. Like it's usually like my mom or my dad. It'll say like Joe Holman is watching. Joe Holman is watching. Joe Holman is watching. Like 5,000 times, and I can't see any other comment, but Joe Holman is watching, or be my mom's name. Today it's you. I think I've gotten 16 alerts that Scooby Oliver is watching. So your energy is very present, Scoob, my fellow fire sign. What is the energy of this new moon for the collective? Okay, well, I was expecting a card, but I think I got all of them. 4, 5, 6. I'll be goddamned. Okay. All right. Well, that was convenient. Thank you, Spirit. So, the energy of this new moon. Not surprising with what we were just talking about. The energy of the earth as a whole. Earthquakes, volcanoes, floods, plane crashes. Like, I don't know. It's whatever the hell happens in politics. Y'all know I don't partake, but I hear things. I don't know. It's world gone mad. So, it's not surprising that the present energy of this new moon is the Nine of Swords, the anxiety card. Up all night in your head, repeated thought patterns that you can't stop or can't seem to shake. Oh my God, I just realized that there's an SPIDER web on this card. What? Ow. It was like gray and black and fuzzy and I can't get it out of my head. Okay. We're going to figure out what that's about. It's okay. I think for a lot of you, this is just the world is tumultuous right now and the energy is tumultuous right now. The Schumann resonance is going crazy. We're having solar storms like crazy that are flipping, driving me insane. And y'all are sensitive and you're empaths. That's why you're drawn to me, That's why we're here. That's why we're soul family. So these things really have a very deep effect on you. And the general energy of the whole collective of Earth is something that you will feel very deeply. And you just may be like, why the hell am I so upset today? Why am I so tired today? Why is my anxiety through the roof today? There's nothing imminent happening or whatever in your, life, in your wheelhouse that explains it. But it's because you're empaths like me, and you're just absorbing. You're just feeling all of this shit. So for the majority of you, I do think that that's why this energy is present in this new moon. For others, there are some signs that are really getting kicked in the ass right now with like inner child work and digging really deep into the shadows that we've buried as far down as we could. And those are the ones that needed to be buried the most by our psyche, right? For protection. So that's all coming up for you. And you're really like in deep thinking space and mode right now, trying to figure it all out and process it and put the puzzle pieces and the hints together. You know what I mean? So that's what's keeping you up at night. It's that repeated thought, cycle that, I always think of it as being very Gemini, but all the air signs are prone to it. I think Gemini just kind of has the most extreme case of it, and that is certainly relevant for a sun, moon, or rising Gemini. Probably a rising more than anything, but sun Gemini really gets it too. It's just you're analyzing. You're in analyzing, overthinking phase because you're working shit out. So it's okay. It's okay if you're there. And like I said, you can transmute that energy, create from that space. All right, journal, whatever, get it out however you can. Talk to a spiritual counselor, do some shadow work sessions, whatever. Something to be excited about. We have the Six of Swords. Awesome card to have in that position. Like, awesome. Probably couldn't have picked a better one. This is about moving towards more calm, peaceful waters, right? Leaving behind that crazy energy, the anxiety energy, the whatever, right? Anything that stole your peace. And you're moving towards peace now. So that's definitely something to be excited about. We're getting like towards the end of July, we're going to start sailing into more calm and peaceful waters. I love it. And sixes are also about harmony, balance, reciprocity. So good energy to have coming in for us. So focus on that. Focus on being excited about this, being right here, to get out of that stuck, repeated pattern of that Nine of Swords energy. Okay. How can I express my creativity? Also, amazing card to have in that position. It's the moon. Better to have during a new moon reading when we're talking about manifestation and creating. Hey, Dan, what's going on? The moon represents mystery and illusion and the shadow side of things often, but it's also about intuition. And if it is that shadowy, darker energy, right, the shadow side of us, that's where we tend to create from as humans, right? Or at least create the most powerful stories, movies, music, art, whatever it is for you. Spreadsheet, document, shit, I don't know, apps, whatever. Smart people do. There are crows on this card at the bottom. Probably hard to see on here. And obviously the light and the dark wolves are here for a reason. It's you integrating your light and your shadow, right? And the moon's in the middle. That's what we're all supposed to be doing. But the crows are like, they warn us, right? They're like, caca, things are coming, okay? When my husband was alive, if he ever heard like a commercial for like a Real Housewives or something, Scooby, you might remember this. He would just immediately, from whatever room he was in, start going, caca, caca, because he said that's all it sounded like to him, and I couldn't agree more. And that's kind of crow energy, but they're not just looking for attention and drama. They're usually trying to warn us of something, or trying to get us to look at something, all right? So keep your eyes peeled right now. It might be your third eye that Spirit is talking about. Again, this is going to be different for everybody. It's collective reading. Or it could be literal, like keep your eyes open right now. You want to be in an observant energy, all right? What's going on around you? What's going on with the people around you? Who's stealing your peace? Who no longer suits where you're trying to go? What situations don't? All of those things are involved in this expression of creativity, because the ultimate creation you could ever do is creating your own life, your own reality, right? The magician. That is like mastering manifestation and alchemy, transmuting energy. So dig up the shadows, let them come in, create from them, integrate them with the light like we're supposed to. And just be very aware of everything that you say, because your words are spells, energy you surround yourself with, what you listen to, what you watch, all of those things have an effect on your energy. And with us this close to the ascension timeline, you want your energy to be bright. Because those of us with the energy to get to go to New Earth will live in 1,000 years of peace. And the rest will not. So I'm going to say about that right now. I'm just going to sit back here with that little bomb I just dropped. How can I follow what my heart wants? Also, perfect effing card. It's the Hermit card, Virgo energy. The Hermit always has a lantern on it, pretty much always, if the deck's based off of like, traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot. And that's because you go into hermit mode, into like self-reflection and alone time mode to find your new path out, right? The path that's meant for you, your higher timeline, right? Where you came from no longer serves you. Now you're finding your higher timeline. This particular Hermit card also has the owl on it, which, as you all know, is my spirit animal, and it represents wisdom and knowledge. So this is you really coming out of that moon confusion, mysterious energy into, I know my path and I know what I'm meant to create. So how to get there is to connect to your heart chakra and connect to your higher self as often as you can, and spend that time in quiet reflection and contemplation. And then just listen to it. When this gets too noisy, Nine of Swords, right? We can't find our heart or our higher self, right? We're analyzing, we're thinking, too logically. And we need a balance, I just said that, duality. But it keeps us from finding that passion, our soul purpose, and following our heart and being able to create from that energy. So you need to really tune in to your heart chakra and connect to your higher self. You all know that meditation is on my YouTube channel. It's less than 10 minutes. Do it as often as you can. Hi, Mom. But you're finding your way. You're going to find your way. It's already here. How can I find joy in the present moment? It's Queen of Swords, who's been following me around like crazy. And funny, because I'm sitting here preaching to y'all about your heart chakra. This is the Queen of Logic. These are the thinkers of the zodiac, the air signs: Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. The Queen of Swords is no bullshit. She's not sugarcoating anything, but she is after the truth. And truth and clarity is what you're looking for. You're looking for your true soul path, your true purpose, what you're meant to create, right? So this is clarity. This is clarity right here. And the way that it brings you joy is by being unapologetically your authentic self. Not ever speaking from a place where you're concerned of judgment of others, not creating from a place where you feel boxed in by expectations of others or who you're supposed to be because, you know, your family's 10 generations of dentists and you're supposed to be a dentist and you friggin' hate the idea. Like, I have mouth issues. I would rather have a job picking up horse shit all day, every day, than go anywhere near a friggin' human's mouth. Ew. I get it. You don't want to be a dentist. You're a musician. You're an artist. You're a chef. You're a whatever. You have to live from your truth. That's where you're going to find joy in every present moment. Because when you're unapologetically yourself and you don't care what other people think of you, it's so freeing. There's so much freedom in it. But not only that, your soul tribe can find you now because you're vibrating at your true frequency. You're being your true self. And that brings joy, you know, having your vibrational match people around you, your community. I'm getting throat and heart chakra, actually, from this Queen of Swords. Normally, she would be much more throat chakra, but look at that butterfly, a symbol of transformation. It's actually all over her. That is on her chest. That's the heart chakra. Crown is also wide open on her, so she's receiving clarity from the universe, right? The crown chakra is our connection to the universe, and the star is what represents that, right? It's like our soul energy in this deck. There's these swan-looking things that have angel wings on this card too, if that's relevant for anybody. And I get a phoenix vibe from this weird-looking bird thingy down here. That's just my vibe anyway. It may not be, but... And the rainbow, like all over this, the rainbow, like to me that is such a sign, a symbol of creation and creativity. Y'all know what I mean? You know what I mean. Okay. So we have an extra card that came out. We have 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is a long cry from 9 of Swords. Opposite energy. This is complete and total fulfillment. This is content. This is joy and happiness. All your cups are full. This is dream life shit. All right. And look, it's full of lotus flowers, right? I love the lotus. I have it tattooed all over my back because it grows in the murky, muddy, ugliest, most horrific waters, right? Into these beautiful flowers. The worst beginnings. I just heard peace. This card brings peace, like peace in your heart and your head. You don't have to do all this overthinking and searching anymore. You've found your place. One, two, three, four, five, six. She's got 6 hearts on her, like in the energy centers where the chakras are too. And it also has butterflies, the symbol of transformation. I think everybody should be doing a little Kundalini, like, practice too. Y'all know what that is? It's like, Kundalini is basically like a serpent or a snake, visually. Sorry, Mom. If you missed it, I had an encounter with a spider today, so I can't even believe I just said the word. I feel you. It's like it's the act of activating your chakras, your energy centers, and keeping them clear and moving so fluidly that it's just this perfect flow, like up, you know, the body and back down and up and back down, just this constant flow of energy through your open chakra system. So I'd really like everybody to start practicing that too. I can do a meditation for you guys if you want. There's also 1,000 on YouTube. You can just search for. But anyway, our extra card is the High Priestess. And it came in, oh, girl. I did see your text, by the way. I had an event at Calgo Gardens today, but yes, I feel you. We'll book that. I'll never forget you, my 1111 girl. The High Priestess coming in under the moon. They are both cards of mystery and illusion, things unseen. This particular High Priestess has the triple moon on it, just made in Mother Crone energy, the triple goddess, right? Those of you that have the, I'm not giving you the finger, the coven ring, right? That's what it's based on. The High Priestess can tap into full universal knowledge, Akashic records, everything, right? She's the most spiritually connected, psychic, intuitive energy there could be in tarot. And she's got a freaking spider web on her too in this deck. What the hell? Yeah, see, girl? I know. And you had back issues and all that stuff too. That's all blockages there. You know, even in like the front of the body, stomach, you know, ovaries, like fibroids, whatever, bowel issues, all that stuff. Like that's from a blockage in our Kundalini. Yeah, so she's got a spider web on her too. So did the Nine of Swords. I got it. Whew, thank you. Ooh, that was a big download. You can't see it probably, but I have goosebumps all over me. Okay. This is, oh, hello. This is us weaving this web, right? Creating this web that we're going to live in, our existence, from a place of anxiety and like mental torment, repeated cycles and thought patterns that don't serve us anymore. This is us creating that web from our higher self, from the most intuitive part of us, from the part of us that's connected to spirit, has access to Akashic records, full universal knowledge, and planned this life that we're living right now before we came here. So hella knows what you're supposed to be doing and can guide you. Hermit, Lantern. Are we getting it? Are we getting it? You're like, that. I've been making lights go crazy like everywhere recently. I used to do that a lot and then it stopped. And now, and I just go like, well, you know, retrogrades. Like, oh, but yeah, I feel you, girl. That's what this message is. You want to create your web, right? Your reality from the higher consciousness, right? Not from the lies anxiety tells us. Anxiety is always a lie. Always. Intuition is very calm. It's very quiet. It's just a knowing. You just know, right? I call it a download, whatever. You know. Anxiety is loud, right? So if it's like you're freaking out, right? You're breathing heavy and you can't stop the thought process. It's not your intuition. It's just anxiety and it's a liar. So connect to this, your higher self, your heart chakra, higher consciousness, your guides, your angels, right? Spend more time in that realm. Create and draw in, right? Your intention setting, your manifestations from this space, not this horrible space. Doesn't that look like hell? Who wants to live like that all the time? Nobody. Did y'all just hear Saoirse snore? I took her out for one day 2 days ago. She hasn't woken up since. Fat girl. All right. And here's your beautiful Nine of Cups again. Bottom of the deck, overall arching energy. I'm going to do a quick round to clarify, make sure I didn't miss any messages, and then we will get our oracle message from the moon and do our ritual. Collective, please, best and highest messages. Please clarify this reading. Show us what we need to know. Again, if you want to do the ritual along with me, you're going to need pen, paper, bowl of water. And if you have a crystal like an Apache Tears, awesome. If not, it's okay. Or you can use a clear quartz. Leo energy, bottom of the deck, the Strength card. Talk about the Nine of Swords. Oh, why? Oh, good, it's close. Okay. Judgment. Judgment. It's time to break that cycle. You've got to stop the old patterns of thinking, because Judgment's here. It's judging you on whether or not you have to go back and repeat that cycle again and learn the lessons again, or you can let it go and ascend to a higher timeline, move on to a more peaceful time. All right. Six of Swords. Why is that here, please? Clarify. Six of Swords for the collective. Lover's card. Gemini energy. King of Cups. Just Cancer energy. We just moved out of Cancer season, but the moon rules Cancer. And we have the Hanged Man, which is stagnation. This is a pause, because you got to get into your heart more. You got to get into your heart more, out of your head, and decide to move to more calm, peaceful waters and remove anything from your life that steals your peace. Anything. Clarify the moon, please. Clarify the moon. Six of Wands, card of victory. Also Leo energy. Hey, yo. Okay. And the Hermit. Can't make this shit up. There's a Lantern again. All right. It's you winning out over your shadow side, the unknown, the fear of the unknown, all the things. Becoming victorious over that, right? With Wand energy, which is fire sign energy. It's about passion. It's about creation. And finding your path. Your higher timeline path. Clarify the Hermit, please. Why is that here for the collective? Seven of Swords. Because there's been just so much deception. The lies we tell ourselves. The things we don't see. Sometimes, often. Because we don't want to look at them. That's why we're not seeing them. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Who has the Queen of Swords here for the collective, please? Yeah, that's 57 cards, y'all. I ain't taking that. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Thank you. Chariot. Cancer energy again. It's a movement. Forward movement. Yeah. And the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Swords, because I got some snarky ass guides. Ace of Swords. Clarity. Information coming in. Prince of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Okay? You got a gift. Slowest moving knight in the deck, but he's still coming. All right? He's reliable. He builds long-term, stable foundations. It gives you the opportunity to build them. And he's giving you the Pentacle that takes you to 10, which is stability in your home life. It's generational wealth, fulfillment in like all earthly 3D material things, but also like the people in your home, who you live with, your family, your soul tribe. And it is literally generational wealth. You know, abundance is a birthright. Y'all know that, right? Every one of us was born with a timeline that we can access that is full of abundance of all kinds, like generational wealth. We just have to set our vibration to that timeline to get to it. Okay, there's more than one pathway to abundance. I just said this to Patrick today, I think. It's all about the journey. Which way around are you going to get there? You can take the long way. You can learn a lot of lessons and knock them out. You know, are you going to be really good at letting go of what you need to and releasing, so that you can continue to progress forward and move forward and find your balance? Find your balance. Get into flow state, right? That's the harmony. That's the vibe you want to be in. We're not working towards constantly trying to draw things in. The opportunities just come to you where you stand, right? Attracting, not chasing. All right. Why is the High Priestess here, please? Clarify. I'm so tired, y'all. Where are we at? 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. It's a self-imposed prison. It's, again, about the things we don't see clearly. They can get out of there. Don't tell me they can't get out of there. They can get out of there. What the hell y'all doing in there? There's plenty of space. There's a whole opening right here. But they can't see it. They can't see it. 3 of Cups. This is very similar, right, to this energy. This is celebrating and like having the time of your life with your soul tribe, right? Because you have so many things to celebrate, so many amazing opportunities coming in for you, etc. You just have to get to clarity, and the only way to get there is to go within, connecting to your higher self, listening to your heart, stopping the repeated thought process pattern cycle, right? Anything else you want to tell the collective? Seven of Pentacles. It's patience. You planted the seeds. You've just been waiting for them to be ready to harvest. But that 10 of Pentacles that's here. Oh, and a 9 of Pentacles. Hell yeah. By the way, that you've now got 999 in this reading. 9s are completion in tarot. 10s are in excess of that energy, but 9s are the true completion. So you are completing this cycle, and you are leveling up hardcore. The 9 of Pentacles is an independently wealthy person. What I call mailbox money. You just sit there and chill, and the money shows up in the mailbox. And she always got a fancy bird. Her third eye is like real prominent to me right now, too. Keep your eyes peeled. Find your path, okay? Get your clarity. King of Swords, 5 of Swords. Hell yeah! You are winning out over that thought pattern, over the overthinking, over all the ways that we torture ourselves. And you're getting to King of Swords, the ultimate in wisdom and clarity and truth, your truth. And the 9 of Swords is at the bottom of this deck, which was the very first card in your reading. That's, if that ain't a full circle, I don't know what is. Just say it. What does the moon want the collective to know during this new moon in Leo? Next big thing we got coming up, August 9th. It's a pretty big one. I know I say that a lot, but this really is. Is a full moon, sturgeon moon, in Aquarius during Leo season. And Aquarius and Leo are each other's axis or mirror. With that happening during this karmic energy that we're in right now, where Saturn's giving everybody the karma they deserve, good or bad, it's going to be a powerful full moon. It's going to be powerful. That's all I'm saying. Don't forget, Aquarius is also the man of the hour. We're in the age of Aquarius. Pluto's in Aquarius. It's all about rebellion, revolution, authenticity, carving your own path. That's what Aquarius is all about. What does the new moon in Leo want the collective to know? I see somebody's writing on a chalkboard, and it's like equal parts Bart Simpson, writing the same thing over and over again, and like some Einstein shit math problem that goes on for a millennia. I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. If it vibes for anybody, please let me know. It ain't mine. I'm sure of that. It's not for me. For somebody else. I have a whiteboard. I don't have a chalkboard. And I sure as shit don't do math. All right. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Leo is a fixed sign. Hold your vision. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget where you want to go. Shut up. It's the full moon in Aquarius. Shut up. I can't. It says, show the world the real you. That was good. Was that not good? That was good. Best and highest messages, please, for this collective, for the new moon in Leo. Any other advice or guidance for the collective? Hi, Gemini. I think that's it. I cannot believe that full moon in Aquarius card. Damn. Okay. Oh, wait. Maybe there's another one. Aha. You have full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. That 9 energy, right? We're getting there. And new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. Taking the steps, right, on your new path. That 6 of Swords, the Chariot. Make forward movement now. Okay? How we all feeling? How we feeling? Everybody good? Anybody need any clarity? Got any questions before we do this ritual? Let me know. Huh, Rufus Du Sol just started playing, and I'm going to see Rufus Du Sol tomorrow. I'm so excited. Okay. No questions? We're cool? Everybody's so quiet today. Either that or I'm just not seeing comments because Mercury's retrograding fuckery. Shenanigans. All good. Cool. Okay. So this is the ritual I found, Mom. You'll remember, I know you were on that live on YouTube, and I was like, I'm going to save this for the new moon because it just felt so perfect for it. We are going to do it now. Okay. So this was a card that I pulled during a Cancer solar return reading on a live on YouTube a few days ago, and it vibed so hard for me for this new moon. So I said I was going to wait and do it now. And it's from my new deck that I got in Florida. That's from that series, The Season of the Witch. I don't know if y'all probably can't see it from this angle, but they're all right here. The Season of the Witch oracles that I love. I have them for like almost all the Sabbats. I don't have a Lammas one though, and that's the next Sabbat coming, August 1st. I gotta get on it. But it's from the same people. So, Oracle of the Witch. And the card is Familiar Spirit. And it says, through the darkness I stare at you intensely so you feel my energy, wishing to assist you. Call me and I will come. And the witchy guidance for this says, folklore tells of dark-cloaked witches flying on broomsticks across starry night skies, accompanied by scary black cats, or of wicked, ugly hags casting powerful spells with a warty old toad looking on. These diabolical guides are known as familiars, and they usually take the form of animals or sometimes magical creatures from the fairy realms. We witches choose beguiling spirit creatures to assist us in the practice of natural and ancient magic. As we work together, the familiar dispenses advice, accompanies astral travels, or chooses herbs, plants, or other ingredients, as we fuse together the blending of mystical energies and make the pull of magic double trouble. We'll send crows to fly and spy for us, or purposefully shapeshift into a mouse so we can hide. There's a variety of creatures who are perfect accomplices when it comes to magical assistance. If you've wished for some support to share your love for all things witchy with another and to enhance your personal power, look no further than an animal companion. How did you come together? Often a familiar will just turn up unexpectedly, or you'll be drawn to each other through various and often unusual means. You'll recognize your familiar immediately by the trustful alliance and special bond between you, with both instinctively knowing it's meant to be. As you invite them to work side by side with you physically or etherically, you'll find that your magical capacity and spell powers will increase. A bond with a pet is telepathic and way beyond time and space limitations. Acknowledge this and work magically together with your familiar as your witchy assistant and guide. That was my May. It was totally my May. You guys know. the kitten of chaos, right, Oris? The shadow side. Don't be too proud to ask for assistance, for help is just waiting to be called upon. A deceased pet will reincarnate as a new familiar and welcome companion. So this is an incantation that you can do to call in familiar spirits. We're going to start with this and then do this other quick ritual. So here's what you say. From flying crows to wild black cats, goblins, spiders, snakes and rats, alliance formed, trust is key, assistance to work magically. Familiar spirit magic is worked with harm to none. So mote it be, it is done. And if anybody already has one, there are some in here with descriptions, so I can give you an idea of the energy. But black cat, crow, hare, hound, fairy, goblin, raven, snake, S word, and toad. I'm so sick of the S words. I can't even describe. Okay. So say it, call in your familiar. Work with their energy. Increase your new moon intentions with the energy of your familiar. All right. Now, forgiveness. Here's our ritual for this new moon. If you have the crystal, cool. If you don't worry about it. It's okay. But if you have it, you're going to hold it and you're going to put it to your heart and ideally face west, but it's okay if you don't know where that is. Like, I'm not Magellan. I don't freaking know which way's west. I'm in the cave. It doesn't matter. But here's your incantation, your ritual words. Crying a river, emotional flow, harboring hurts, it's time to let go. Hard to forget when treated that way. Release and be healed upon this day. Damage is done, never to relive. Write down the names of whom to forgive. Place paper in water, holding it down. Picture their actions and watch them drown. They don't mean the literal person. Your crystal promotes liberty. Forgiveness is granted. Now you are free. So you can place that paper of who you need to forgive or what, sometimes it's ourselves, into your bowl of water. Then use your crystal or whatever to hold it down. And then, under the dark moon, the new moon, you're going to say, gratefully I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. Forgive and forget. Don't stay in victim energy. It's giving them all of your power, by the way. All of it. You got to forgive. It's not about them. It's about you. And look to the future and remain positive. All right? A spell like this is powerful, visually, psychologically, spiritually, but you're also calling in assistance to make sure that you release this so that you can draw in your new, make room for it. So, your words are spells. Your intention should be strong here, and you need to mean it. So you can't do this and then wake up tomorrow and be like, that bitch. Nah, you forgave. Let it go. Don't stay stuck in that energy. You're only hurting yourself. You're only holding yourself back and giving your power away. Okay. Do y'all know why it's water-based? Water is a healer. It's a purifier. And it transmutes energy. It's also about love and emotion. So live from that instead of petty, or instead of grudge energy, you know, just let it go. Doesn't mean what they did is okay. Just means you're not going to let it control you anymore or have power over you or keep you from your happiness or a higher timeline. Yeah? Yeah? Give me something. I will post these incantations too. I'll take a picture and post them in the comments on the live so y'all have it in case you couldn't follow along and do that. Okay? Are we happy? Are we ready to go new moon it? Remember, keep your intentions. I always fold mine towards me because we're invoking, we're drawing in 3 times or 6 times or 9 times. And I keep it under my pillow or in my pillowcase, as you all know. That way it's always on my mind, and I'm always keeping what I'm drawing in my awareness. Okay, but you can keep it in any safe place. And I like to keep them for about 6 months. It's kind of the cycle of the astrological moon energy. So, all right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. As always, please remember to like and share this for me. It means the world to me, and I'm hugely grateful for it. I will be at Lunar Fair in Succossuna, New Jersey, which is, I don't know, hours away from here, north. Lunar Fair starts at 5 o'clock on Saturday. If you want to come see me, it's really fun. It's an amazing event. And I'll be in the front somewhere in my purple and white striped tent. You can't miss me. I think that's it. Yeah. All right, y'all. Love and light. Happy new moon in Leo. Create, transmute, forgive. Set your intentions. Find your familiar. Okay? I love y'all. Night, everybody. Thank you again. Super grateful. Mwah.